Hello everyone, I hope you are doing very well and welcome to my channel. So today in this little video I would like to speak with you about something, again as usual, about the role of the Scrum Master, but Scrum Master and time management. I think it is something very common and maybe you are facing the same issue as I am in the beginning when on Scrum Master side we have some needs. And we need to satisfy these needs to do in the best way our job. And what does it mean? Which needs do we have? So we have to have all tasks and to know what we need to do on the Scrum Master role. The second need is to be in time. That means to doing everything what is needed in the right time, in the right moment. The third part, we need to plan. We need to have in advance our plan and to understand what we have to do, not only today, but tomorrow and after tomorrow and the next week as well. The point number 4, we need to be efficient. And yes, how we can be not efficient? It's not possible. The Scrum Master role and Scrum Master side, we have to be efficient as much as possible. And the last part, which is not evident at all, but very often we have this need, is to have the possibility to do very easily the handover to someone else when we cannot be there, when we have some day off, when we have some vacation. And yes, we are thinking about it at the last moment, and by the end we don't know how to do it in the most efficient way and how explain to this person who accepted to help us everything what needs to be done without forgetting nothing. Yes, it is hard, it is not very easy when we are not prepared. So for this reason, in this video, I would like to give you some life hack for the preparation and how the Scrum Master can manage in the best way his or her time management. So let's go. These tips was built and was made by my own experience. So I searched this and by the end I achieved to have something. So what does it mean? I built some matrix, some table where I stock everything what Scrum Master needs to do, and let me explain you. So first of all, it is very easy. I built some table, and this table I split it by 3 weeks. Why 3 weeks? Because on my case, I have the sprint with the duration 3 weeks, but you can have 2 or 1 or 4, how many you need. So I created some table, I split it by 3 weeks, and in which each week I put it different day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for each week. And after, starting from the first week, first Monday, what we can have? We can have the column with the different events or Scrum events as daily, refinement, retrospective, planning, or demo, or something else. And as well, we can have a different activity, what Scrum Master has to do, but it is not in the guide of the Scrum because it is related completely to our organization, our enterprises, or specifically to our teams, because we have some processes which help us to be efficient, and for this reason Scrum Master has some activity, additional activity to do. So finally, let's start with something very easy, daily. So first week, Monday, we have daily. And in the next column, I put the information about this activity. For example, duration, 15 minutes. Next part, frequency, how frequent we have, each day or not. Next part, who is organizing it, because time to time it's not only Scrum Master who can organize or who can facilitate, so we need to know this information. And the last column, I put all the information, all the details about this activity. What I am doing to achieve it, my responsibility, everything, all the information what can be needed. Next, for the Tuesday or Wednesday or next week, when I have daily, I just put line daily, 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 without giving all this information. Why? Because everything I have in the first line, I don't need duplicate it. I don't need copy paste. I just go to I will refer to the first line and to see, okay, which information I need. Next, let's take another example, for example, refinement. In my use case, I have the refinement each Thursday. So that means that for Thursday, in the events, I put refinement. Duration 1 hour, for example, frequency 1 time per week. Facilitator or responsible, it can be, in my case, product owner. But as Scrum Master, I have some facilitation role here. And in the detail and in the information, I give all information about my activity as facilitator for these events. Next, if I have the refinement in the second week and third week, on Thursday I will put only refinement and I will not give all the information because we will refer in the first time when we see these events and when we can find all the information about it. Next, let's speak about, for example, retrospective. Very good example. We have it on the last week, week number 3, Friday. I will put retrospective, duration 1 hour, frequency 1 time per sprint, responsible Scrum Master, and all the details what I am doing about these events for the retrospective. Everything, how it happens, what I need to do, what I need to facilitate, which information I need to share, prepare it, which questions I need to ask. But a little nuance here, there. To have and to guide very well the retrospective, we need to do some part of the preparation on our side, on Scrum Master side. And when I need to do it, it's not Friday, it should be Thursday. So that means that on Thursday I will add events or activity to preparation of the retrospective. Duration, how many time you need. I can have time 30 minutes or 1 hour, it depends on the person. Duration, 1 time per week, responsible, yes, Scrum Master, and all the details what I am doing to prepare the retrospective. Because this is very important for my organization, for my planning, for my time management, to understand what I have to do. And for all the events where we are needing some preparation, we should create this preparation action item in the day before these events. So let's speak about other activity. As you can understand the concept of this matrix, I put in this table all the activity, what I am doing day by day, with all the details. And even if this activity is not related to the Scrum guide, but it's related to our organization or to our teams, I put as well here, because everything what I am doing as Scrum Master, I am doing it at some time. Time to time it is frequent, time to time it is only 1 time, sorry for tautology, by sprint, but I need to know when I am doing it. In the same situation, I can have the different meeting, and all this meeting I need to put as well on this table, because another person who can replace me for a few time need to know on which meeting as Scrum Master need to participate and to have some details, some idea about this meeting. So we need to have it in this table. Another additional situation, for example, PI planning, yes, we have this as well in our activity, even if it happens few times, okay, 4 times per year, I have to know what I need to do. And in this table, I can have some sections, PI, planning, preparation, as well. How many it can have the duration? 1 week, 2 weeks, and I put all the activity for this period, what I have to do as a Scrum Master with all the details. And by then, I have this beautiful table with all the activity, with all the information which is needed, duration, frequency, responsible or facilitator, and all the details. And finally, what it can give me, the idea about everything what I have to do without forgetting something. Other part, to be in time and to manage in the best way my time management, and even to have the free time to do something additional one for the Scrum Master role, for example, analyze something. After, to have my plan at the beginning and even in advance what I have to do. Next part, to be efficient, because to be organized equal to be efficient. So let's organize together and let's build this efficiency together. And the last part, it is the last bonus what we can have, it when we need to do a handover to someone. We can do it very quickly in 30 minutes or in 1 hour. Share this table with this person. Tell them or tell her or his which line this person need to pay attention, and read all the details and to know in advance what should happen during this day and what this person can do and how. So, as you can understand, it is very, very easy at the end. It takes some time at the beginning, because we need to build this. We need to think, we need to organize, we need to give all the information, but it is very wonderful investment in our efficiency, in our time management, and in the quality of our job. So I wish you try to do it if you would like, and share with me your result in the comment for this video, and I am pretty sure that you will have very good result. Thank you a lot for your time, and see you next time.